Yo, what's up, peeps? This is Shelvon. I have had many conversations with people about how Microsoft's plans for what they're doing as far as their console goes is not the exact same thing that PlayStation is. And this is just another this is an article that I saw that kind of gives a little bit more evidence towards that. So let's get into this. All right, so this is a relatively short article. So this came out on December 15th on Tech for Gamers. Xbox now abandoning permanent console exclusive, says Insider. So you gotta take this with a grain of salt. This is kind of a short thing. There is some back and forth on X, so look into that as well. The console industry is changing rapidly, and the value of exclusives and differences in hardware is diminishing day by day. Yeah, basically, the argument that I have is Sony's position is, as far as everything goes, Nintendo's and Microsoft's are all different. Microsoft seems to be heading towards the fact, and this is evidence of them purchasing so many studios, not so much for exclusive rights, but more so for being able to put more and more stuff on Game Pass and having Game Pass basically on everything. So therefore, instead of buying a console, you would just buy access to Game Pass from your television, basically from the Amazon Fire Stick, from the Fire Stick and various other things, cell phones, stuff like that. So that seems to be what their plan is. While Nintendo seems to be more interested in just maintaining being a Nintendo based console. You know, it seems to be, even though what's weird is that they've sold more units, but they seem to have positioned themselves being the other console. You know, like, hey, you have a PC, you could have Nintendo to be your other console. You have a PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo can be your other console. It's the portable one that you can bring with you when you go places. And it's like Sony, I'm not exactly sure what Sony is doing, because while they're selling more units than Microsoft, they're not selling as many units as they were before. And one, people are having money troubles all over the planet, and two, they're less inclined to purchase these one thing only home units, not so much for the Nintendo Switch, because I think like in Japan they're more interested in the portable thing. It's the reason why Microsoft and Sony are hinting at getting into the portable market, and there are numerous portable PC based devices out. So, all right. All the giant console makers in the gaming scene have been forced to adapt new strategies to ensure prolonged survival. As the first adapter, Microsoft is spearheading one of the most controversial and arguably successful strategy, releasing most of its first-party titles onto other consoles. You know, like I said, I think they see the way everything is going. People are watching television more and more online and like on their phones, stuff like that. So I think that's where their adaptation goes, and it kind of goes in line with their other things, like other strategies for what they do with everything else that they have. And it's about to double down as Xbox has decided to eliminate permanent console exclusives altogether. Why it matters. Xbox abandoning permanent console exclusives means that every first-party title that releases will make its way onto other platforms, whether fans like it or not. They can be upset about it, but it seems to be something that Sony is dipping their toe into as well, where you'll get an exclusive on your PlayStation 5 and whatever PlayStation comes after that. But eventually it will make its way onto PC. And when they're trying to force everyone to get a their online account just to play those games, they're trying to entice you into their ecosystem. Like, Microsoft really doesn't have that issue, because the majority of people who play PC games play them on Windows-based systems or Windows-based machines. So you are in their ecosystem, no matter, regardless of whether or not you won. Now, should they make improvements to Game Pass on PC? Probably so, but we'll see how that goes. So let's get to, there was a back and forth on X. All right, I don't know if you can see this very well. Stop being coy. There's a reason why you're not posting on other worlds. Can you know it? You're not stupid, Jess. Xbox hardware is in deep trouble. All signs and sales reports point to it. It's going to get worse because MS never gave their new studios a chance. Alright, so this is okay. I just want to know why Xbox wants to kneecap games like Hellblade, Avowed, and South of Midnight. What's the point of keeping those exclusives and allowing Indiana Jones, Doom, and all the worlds 2 to be multiplayer? Let them all free Xbox. Oh wow. Okay, so this guy, I don't know who Jez is, but they're all coming to PlayStation over time. Seems to be the strategy that they're telegraphing these days. Oddly enough, one that they don't want to explicitly come out and say, because that would piss off the. Well, I buy all the systems, so therefore I'm not a fanboy of any of them. But my more, I guess, favorite system would be, I lean more towards Xbox, but I have a PlayStation, so I have all these things. And I just bought a rather higher power PC that would allow me to play PC games as well. And I have a Switch. So this is not an issue for me. They don't just mandate on teams. They're not set up yet for multi-platform simultaneously development, but the era of Xbox having permanent console exclusives are over. All right, guys. Xbox fans, boys, believe that Microsoft is buying Bethesda and okay, ABK. So I'm assuming that it's Activision Bio Blizzard. And that the franchise like Fallout, Doom, will never come to PlayStation again. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is probably just goes into fanboy type stuff where people are yelling at each other on X, which is pretty common. In a new Twitter statement, popular. Okay, so this is already definite proof of this claim, like the announcement that a sequel to Xbox exclusive franchise Outer Worlds 2 will launch on PlayStation from the start. And all in all, it's the best to take these claims with a grain of salt. While Xbox's current trajectory is heading towards no exclusives, no official statement has affirmed these rumors for now. So, okay, so this is an older article. Basically, gave a hint to this. Look, I think Microsoft is, like I said, Microsoft probably saw the writing on the wall. Sony really needs, in terms of their company, they have other things that are selling well. I'm not sure if they're selling as well as a PlayStation is, but I don't know. Time will tell. I don't know. We're going into an interesting future. So all the stuff that you got used to in the past is probably going to go away. They're introducing. I saw some place that were talking about AI learning, where the school is going to set up a learning experience for your children based around them specifically. So we're slowly heading into Star Trek. So all this stuff from the past is eventually going to go away. And I think Microsoft is just trying to get ahead of that, because whenever I see the people who are running Xbox specifically, and people talk about the sales and all this other stuff, they don't look miserable. They don't look like the ending of the world is coming. So I don't know. We'll see. It should be interesting. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And I am out. Peace.